Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Mondeo Estate walk around video. But before we do get started, if you're enjoying our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a minute of our content ever again. This here is a magnetic grey Ford Mondeo Estate ST Line Edition HEV. So it's a hybrid electrical vehicle. And what that means for you is there's no plugging in, there's no waiting for it to charge. You simply get in it and get some very good MPG out the back of it. That is thanks to the 2.0TiVCT engine that produces 187 PS of power, and that power is transmitted through the front wheels through an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration, meaning we're taking Ford warranty with us until April 2025. The vehicle itself is just under 12,500 miles, but like always, I shall get you the exact number on the dash in a moment. So let me walk you around this beautiful magnetic grey Mondeo. I love the colour of magnetic grey, it looks very classy. So what we're going to do is arrive at the near side front bumper. I present to you the remote central locking key and I wake up the daytime running lamps via the key there. So they might be flashing in your video simply because of the frequency in which my camera records at. If they're not brilliant, if they are, I'm sorry, they're not strobe lights, they just give you the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition. So just above those daytime runners there we have some very high quality headlights, and below there we also have LED front fog lights. We have parking sensors that trail all the way around the front lip of the bumper there, so that means we have the Ford Active Park Assist, which we shall cover inside the vehicle. That little dull bit at the bottom right hand side of the bumper there, that's a front facing radar responsible for things such as pre-collision assist, all part of the driver assistance pack. Making our way round now to the offside front, we can see these beautiful wide spoke design 19-inch alloy wheels. They're machine cut, so you have the silver shiny face with the gloss black just behind, and the gloss black wheels aid the two-tone colour theme of this vehicle, which I shall refer back to in a moment. The tyres on these vehicles are the Continental Premium Contact 6s, and we also, because it is the ST Line Edition, have the red painted brake calipers. Progressing north now, we're going to look at the windscreen. We have an abundance of sensors on this vehicle. One just there in the reflection is a light sensor, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights are going to come on automatically. Just up there as well, if I get square onto it, it might help you see what I'm talking about. That long one at the front there is a traffic speed sign camera, so that reads the traffic speed signs and displays them on the dashboard and works in accordance with the intelligent speed limiter. To the left hand side is a light sensor for the automated headlights, and on the right hand side is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Further north we have a panoramic glass opening roof that lets an abundance of light and air inside the cabin. Back down to earth now, we are looking at the ST Line badges on the front wings there, and then we can progress to the driver's door. So I'm just going to lock the vehicle on the key like so and pop that in my pocket. I'm going to take you to half zoom. So on the door handle we have these four lines that signifies we have the keyless entry system. So a tap behind the door handle will unlock the vehicle, and a tap on those four lines there will in turn lock the vehicle. So if I just unlock it once more, in the wing mirror there, these are power folding and heated, but we also have the blind spot assist monitors right at the end there. So if someone's in your blind spot either on the near side or the off side, you'll get an illumination in the corresponding mirror to let you know it's unsafe to pull in or out. If you then indicate on that solid light, it then shall start flashing at you, definitely telling you not to pull out or in. In addition, the keyless entry does time out after about 20-30 seconds, so if you don't open the door, it will then lock again. It's a very convenient system if you have your hands full of shopping maybe, or maybe even a child you need to let into the rear. With your key in a pocket, keyless entry is on every single door. So that, watch the mirrors because they will start folding in again in a minute. So there we go. So the two-tone colour scheme I mentioned earlier, the gloss black wheels, they're complemented with black roof rails and rear privacy glass. So starting to make our way to the offside rear bumper now. This is a stage of the video that I get the camera nice and high, I come to a nice acute angle and I just shimmy the camera along this side so you just how beautiful all of the body panels are. Then we can link that to the offside rear wheel. This Mondeo is fitted with rear discs for those that are interested. I really am a fan of these wheels, they are beautiful. Again, we have a sensor poking all the way around the side of the rear bumper. Again, that's part of the Ford self-park assist system. If you didn't have that, they would just start there. So the rear parking sensors are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera just next to the Ford badge, or underneath the Ford badge. We shall have a look inside the boot in a moment, but before we do, we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So it's the left hand side of the vehicle. Starting nice and high, I'm just going to gently rock the camera to and fro. And to the near side rear wheel. Give you a good look at that. And we'll follow all the way down to the near side front wheel. Again, we have a matching set of 4 Continental tyres on the vehicle. So that is the exterior taken care of. So now we can start to have a look inside the rear of the vehicle. So we have a double unlock function on the key, and click there, or we have a pressure pad just to the right hand side of the camera, just there. So this is an estate vehicle. We have a very long boot, which creates a very high volume area to keep all of your belongings. So we do have a slight lip, a slight little hump on the boot there. That is because the high voltage battery is kept under there for the hybrid system. But additionally, we do have additional storage space under there, and even enough room for a tyre sealant kit and compressor, which will hopefully get you out of trouble if you did have a flat tyre. In addition, on the right hand side we have a 12-volt socket, and we also have a retractable tornado cover. So it's very easy just to push that down and then that slides away. So yes, a gigantic boot, big enough for golf clubs, fishing rods, family activities, or 5 suitcases. So it's a very large boot there. Okay, so shutting that up, let's have a look inside the rear. So again, we have the keyless entry system that's locked the vehicle, so I can then go ahead and unlock it once more. I don't know if the rears have been turned on, so we shall just gain entry via the key. So starting the interior tour, we're looking at the door cards. So on the door cards we have retractable sunblinds, which is fantastic if you often carry rear passengers, especially children. And on the bottom there we do have your soft touch leather with the red ST line stitching. The gloss black trims continue, so we have 4 electric windows and we have a control on every door card. Spinning the camera around, we're going to start with the seats. The seats are a half leather, half suede material. The suede is perforated, making it a nice breathable material, and again it's all defined by this beautiful red stitching all the way around. If you do carry those smaller people of the world, you're going to need ISO fixing seats. So you have one on the near side rear and one again on the offside rear. When they do grow up and they do suffer with a cold bottom, they're going to need heated rear seats, so that's exactly what we shall give you. So they are a 2-way adjustable heated rear seat. In addition, we have rear air conditioning vents, and at the bottom there I've left it open, a 12-volt socket, so you can plug any appliances in there, keep them nice and charged up. If it was iPods and iPads, I'd recommend getting a USB adapter, and that will charge them nice and quickly. In addition, we do have the ST line floor mats already in place, good to go. So that's inside the rear. Let's have a look inside the front. We have lots of goodies in here, so hold your breath. So what we have on the driver's door is a 3-way memory seat function, and next to that is the interior locking next to the door handle. On the driver's door card we have all 4 window controls, and we also have the electric mirror and folding mirror functions on there just next to the rear window lock. Spinning the camera around once again, we can show you the front driver's and passenger seat. So again, it's that beautiful half leather, half suede complexion, and defined by some beautiful red stitching. The driver's seat is electrically controlled, so if you will count with me, that is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a lumbar support. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, now inside the vehicle. So we have the keyless entry, which is complemented beautifully with the engine start-stop button. So when you pop your foot on the brake, the light goes green, then we can click that once to gain power to the vehicle. So I'm going to give you a quick lecture, if you like, quick demonstration about that front dashboard you're looking at. So as you can see, we have two screens on this dash. The left hand arrows correspond to the left hand screen, and the right hand arrows correspond to the right hand screen. So if I just zoom in, we will start with the left hand side. So to begin with, the exact mileage on this vehicle is 12,269.6. So to the furthest left there, we have the information for the adaptive cruise control. Then we have obviously the odometer, and we have eco mode at the bottom there as well. Fuel gauge is at the right hand side with seatbelt warning just above it. This screen is going to be for your essential driver information, such as your digital speedo. We have the engage, so your battery kilowatt there as well. We have e-power, my view, and we have live tyre pressures all the way around, and we have individual trip computers. If I come out of there, we can go into settings, and in settings we can go into the driver assistance pack. Let me just start from the top. So this driver assistance pack includes traction control, local hazard information, we have the blind spot assist, cross traffic alert, and we have cruise control, we have driver alert, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, and we have the traffic sign recognition software, and speed limiter, which is the intelligent speed limiter, and also the tyre monitor. If I was to come out of there and just pop it down to vehicle, we also have some goodies in here. So let me start at the top once again. Well, let's start with wipers. So there are rain sensing wipers in there. We can come down, we can turn on and off the automated stop start. So easy entry. So this is about the rear keyless entry that I mentioned wasn't on, so that's how you turn it on. And then also in there we have lighting, which is for your auto high beams. So very nice vehicle settings to go at. So come out there once more, and we also have different information in there, such as driver alert, my key, seat belts, and things like that. So that is the left hand side of the screen. In the middle we have an analog speedo with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle, so perfect if you're going over to the continent. And at the bottom there we have your gear selector indicator. Because it's an automatic vehicle, it's always good to know. Progressing to the right hand side of the screen now, we have the seatbelt warning sign, and because this is a hybrid vehicle, you would know if you want to go anywhere, you need the green ready sign. So that little green vehicle with the arrows either way is suggesting the high voltage battery is all good to go. So digesting the right hand screen now, this is where you'll find a lot of your driver information. So we've got the efficiency leaves, and we've got different MPG screens there. We've got an eco coach, which suggests your braking, acceleration and cruising, and back to square one. If we come out of there, we can actually turn this screen into your entertainment screen. So we have entertainment in there, so you can see all your audio. We also have your phone connectivity, so if you had your phone connected via Bluetooth, you can adjust and make phone calls via there. This vehicle supports the sync navigation, so if you did turn on your sync nav, you can have the directions appear in front of you, and we're back to fuel economy. So I'm going to lose your zoom now. So that is the driver display. So I've covered the arrows at the top there. On the right hand cluster down here, this is for your entertainment. So we have a previous and next song, a pick up and decline phone call, a voice command button, a mute button, and a volume rocker on the right hand side. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find all of the adaptive cruise control buttons. So it's easy to turn on and off, set your speed limiter, set your speed via the left hand toggle, and set the distance to the vehicle in front using the arrows here. If you don't know what adaptive cruise control does and how it works, please get in contact with one of the salesmen here at Perkins and we shall explain it to you. So progressing the walk around, or interior tour even, to the center console. So what we have here is an electronic handbrake, push down to dismiss and pull up to apply. There we have the button to turn off the parking sensors. We have an eco button, and we also have the button at the top there, which has got the P with a steering wheel, and that is for the self park assist, which I shall come to in a moment. The automatic gear selector is found in the middle, so the construction of that is we have an unlock at the front, and we can pull that down with your foot on the brake to the relevant gear position. Hill descent control is found just on the right hand side of that shifter. Currently this vehicle is in Essex, so I don't know where in the country or world you might be watching this, but it is the flattest county of the land. But if you're in somewhere more exotic, maybe down south, you will find more hills, so that will come in useful. Just in that cubby hole there we have another 12-volt socket, so it's 3 12-volt sockets on the vehicle and 2 USB-A ports that deliver 2.1 amps of charging. If we're looking further north now, we can start to look at the Sony sound system. So this has 12 individual Sony speakers. So if you're into your music, this is a fantastic sound system. It's the same one I've got on my vehicle, and I'm in love with it. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. Equally on this panel here, we have the manual controls, physical buttons for the dual zone air conditioning, otherwise known as HVAC, heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So there we have the heated seat buttons for both front seats. We have the adjustment of temperatures, adjustment of fan speed, different demist functions at the left hand side, recirculation, electronically heated front screen, and air condition can be found just there. The Sony sound system actually comes with a CD player, so that used to be a thing back in the day. They used to put music onto a disc and pop it in a slot, and it used to play tunes. So if that applies to you, get the album back out, get your Robbie Williams out, and let's have a party. So just above that, we have the Sync 3.4 module. We have the dark blue software at the bottom there, so we know it's the updated software. So if we go into audio to begin with, in sources, we have 5 individual sources, input sources to the entertainment screen. Again, that is not flashing, that is simply because the frequency. AM, FM, DAB, CD and Bluetooth audio. Coming into the navigation climate screen, my apologies, we have the screen for the dual zone climate, so you can actually see a digital readout of individual temperatures. This is perfect if you carry a cold passenger. You need to keep them nice and warm whilst keeping yourself nice and cool. Additionally, we have the button there for the heated steering wheel, so that is the winter pack, so front and rear heated seats, heated steering wheel, electronically heated front screen. At the bottom there we have phone. This is regarding your Bluetooth connectivity, and also we have the navigation there for the sync navigation. So it's a very nice system to use. I use it all the time on mine. Click the search box, wait for the keyboard to load, and look how responsive this is. So for example, you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this vehicle. You're going to need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box, and that will navigate you a route to Perkins. I'm not going to click start because it might start shouting at me, and I'm already here. But don't forget, if you click start, you can have the directions appear on the right hand screen ahead of you, keeping your eyes firmly in position. So that's navigation. In settings there we have all the classic settings you would come to expect, and also we can start to see widgets for the Apple CarPlay. So this screen is fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I won't bore you too much with all the benefits, but I'll give you 2 quick ones. First one is the voice command. So if you're an Apple user, you get Siri. If you're Android, you get a Google Assistant, and that intertwines with the voice command button on the steering wheel. Click on that and ask your voice assistant to do a whole multitude of different tasks, such as set navigation, play music, call home. You can audio record, text messaging, but yeah, you can do anything you like it to, even ask for the football scores, but it keeps your hands off of your phone whilst you're driving. So it's a very nice feature. In addition to that, we do have a fantastic forward navigation, but some people don't like using it. Some people prefer using the software called Waze or Apple Maps or Google Maps, and all 3 of these are usable on the screen as well. So all you need to do is plug your phone in using the USB data port down at the bottom there, and it shall mirror your phone onto this screen. So it's a very lovely feature indeed. Okay, so that's Apple CarPlay taken care of. If we just go, what should we do next? There's so much to talk about on this vehicle. We've got so much spec. Let's just do the self park assist. So the self park will give you a parallel park in, a bay park in, and equally a parallel park out. So again, this uses the front and rear parking sensors to build up an image of the space, and if applicable, follow the instructions on the steering wheel, follow the instructions on the screen, and take your hands off the wheel, and the vehicle will do the rest for you. Like it says on there, you can use the indicators to dictate which side of the road you shall be trying to park on. I think it's just tried to find the gap in front of me there, because that could be a parallel park situation. So that is self park. I'm just going to exit there once more, and I'm just going to pop it into reverse and show you the rear parking camera, like so, and that gives you the rear park pilot. So as you turn the steering wheel, the lines change and help you navigate in and out of any space. Top right hand side is where you'll find the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors. So that will give you an intermittent beep that shall increase in frequency as you get further or closer to the object in question. So that's about it for me today. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please get in contact using the contact detail 01376 550 899. If you like the video, keep liking it, subscribing it, and leave us a lovely comment below. So thank you very much. I'll leave you on the view of me opening up the panoramic glass opening roof. Have a lovely day. Speak to you very soon. Bye bye for now.